CEO of USEReady. So for those of you who were with me last night partying and smoking, good morning. For the rest of you, good afternoon. Well, Tableau never disappoints, right? Tableau conferences are known for partying. That's what we like. We are a gold partner based in New York with offices in Metuchen, New Jersey, Dallas, Texas, Beijing, China, and Bangalore, India. So first of all, let me confess, I'm a techie, I'm not a sales guy. So I never sold ever in the past. Any one of you in the audience, how many of you have sold Tableau Core licenses? I see a few hands raised. For those of you who didn't raise your hands, trust me, I was in your camp. So this was in 2012. I was sitting trying to sell Tableau to the CIO of a large system infrastructure company in New Jersey. Her name is Lan Ho. Literally 5 minutes into the conversation, she says, Uday, I'm not interested. You're just wasting my time. So I go, well, Lan, do you have any data, either in a spreadsheet or data store or wherever, that I can access? All I need is 10 minutes. 5 minutes. She said, okay, you got it, no problem. You got 10 minutes. Show me what you got. So I said, okay, so in the next 5 minutes, I had my first Tableau dashboard for her right there. It led to a core deal. It's a potential that led to a core deal for us. And that was my first core deal ever that I closed. I learned a lesson. Tableau sells itself. Well, not every story is such a hunky-dory story. Early 2013, we worked on a potential at a mid-sized bank in New York City. So USEReady team was invited to present to an audience across multiple departments to demonstrate Tableau and the capabilities. We show up. Little did we know that they had also invited Tableau team. So here we are trying to look at each other. Oh, you're here as well. So who's going to do the demo? How are you going to run the show? What is the strategy? Everything was falling apart. We had the best members in the team. If you know Charles Schaefer, I consider him demo god. The guy makes magic when it comes to Tableau demo. However, we lost the deal because we could not put together a clear strategy and a story to the customer. Why should they be buying Tableau? So, what went wrong here? Few things. First of all, communicating early. We could have communicated, strategized together as a team. Prepare for the kill. We did not. We just walked in without any preparation, obviously because we didn't even know they were going to come. Finally, we learned another lesson. Hunt as a team. Always works. So how many of you are familiar or aware of Tableau days? I see a few hands. Great. So Tableau days is extremely powerful when it comes to expanding within enterprises. We have had tremendous success. Always, you start Tableau days, your customers start augmenting their interactive licenses to core licenses. Why? Because you're building the traction, you are building the energy, you're building the community within the enterprises. Extremely important. Here's a feedback that one of those that we always receive from our Tableau partners. thanks to Vikram, who actually is a New York-based AE, and he recently moved the org. We worked together on several deals. So we always hear this line, land and expand, go from 4 to core or interactor to core. So what did we learn? What happened? So basically, when we start expanding Tableau, something that we started learning, working with a lot of our enterprise customers, a lot of our large banks, large insurance companies, they all need governance. They all want to be able to build a center of excellence. They want to be able to actually adopt Tableau. You're democratizing the team. You're creating an energy or a community within the enterprise. See, so we started collecting all our learnings, started codifying it. We call it USEReady 1. It's a platform with governance modules built for Tableau Server. I'm sure you have used many of these land strategies in your daily customer sales or experience as you build your organization. One of my favorite, we have had many customers who came to us and, can you sell your website? So why are they asking it? Building a website that speaks the story, Tableau gives you the power. You can actually build a very good looking website with a framework contained in and helps you land a lot of deals. Talk about expand strategies, right? Again, my favorite, CXO Roundtable. It's a very simple strategy. You all know executive sponsors, which we all go for in a large enterprise, right? Introduce them to another executive sponsor from a different customer of yours. All you want to do is take them out for lunch. Mr. X from Bank of America, would you be interested in talking to Mr. Y or Mrs. Y, Miss Y from Credit Suisse, Citibank, wherever, right? They will say yes, because their problems, the challenges they encounter are very similar. Just take them out. Take them out for a lunch or dinner. Once you're at the dinner, do not talk. Shut up and listen. That's all you got to do. Works like a charm. Because you're going to learn so much from that strategy they're talking about, their problems, the challenges they face. It helps you expand within your customer base. One last item. Never forget to take real good care of your customers. Of course, you're not the one who's getting the massage here, right? So I mentioned earlier, hunting as a team, as together. How does it work? Tableau community. I understand, we all have Superman, Superwoman in the organization who can walk on the water and deliver great service to the customer. However, a winning team always has a strategy, has a cover. Make sure you take sales and channel with you. Has always worked great. Remember the first core deal that I closed? So it turns out, when I closed the deal, a rookie commercial rep in Seattle for Tableau, who was in his first quarter of his job, hit 200% of his quota. I had no idea. I was trying to close my first core deal. Last Christmas, we get a thank you note from Brian, who is a commercial rep based in Seattle. We had worked together for a customer in New York 18 months ago. Things happen, you contribute to the community, you move on. We forgot about it. Eventually, when the customer purchased an interactor, he decided to gift the credit to USEReady. I learned a lesson. What goes around, comes around. Thank you all for listening to me. Thank you so much for joining here today. So, any questions? Anything you can ask? I would like to ask.
So that initial sales call when the Tableau team was there, were you in a competitive situation there, or it was just miscommunication?
Total miscommunication. Typically what happens is we always tend to think that way. They may be in a competitive situation. But what we have learned is that if we, originate the lead, register the lead, follow the process, works, no problem. We could have simply done that.
Also, was that not a registered opportunity in that?
Correct.
Oh.
We basically walked in without whatsoever any preparation. Typically happens, right? You have a customer who calls you and you just you want to go close the deal. Don't plan.
Have you had team members sales accredited and Tableau desktop certified?
Yes, so certification is extremely crucial. We actually, first of all, both sales.
Yeah.
Yes, so the question was, do we have sales members accredited, certified? Absolutely, yes. It helps a lot. It brings the consistency, the pitch and the delivery works great, so absolutely. Including the delivery team actually. More than 50% of our team is all certified. It's mandatory to get certified within the first quarter of your employment at USEReady. Thank you.
Again, is there any best practices you can share with the audience about maybe how to work with the Tableau team, perhaps, like some things that you think that work really well for you guys?
Yeah, I think the first and the foremost is actually the three things that I pointed earlier. Communicating early is very important. Hunting as a team together. So always make sure once you understand a potential, do not hesitate. Engage Tableau. It's a lot of credibility, and customers would appreciate that. And also, Tableau as a company, I think as a partner, has done a tremendous job in clearing that air. That confusion about who owns the deal, who owns the lead, all that stuff is pretty well executed. Okay. Thank you.